What's up, cool people? I'm Matt Conroy, welcome to my vlog, and I'm just gonna say right off the bat, this is not the video I originally planned on putting up today. But, in light of recent events, I feel a need to respond. Okay, specifically, there seems to be a lot of stuff going on out there, a lot of people posting online about the recent school shooting in Florida. I know I've talked about this kind of thing before, but I thought, given the relevance of it and the fact that this just continues to come up again, thought maybe I'd say a little bit more. I'm definitely not, retracting anything that I've said previously, but still, just thought I'd put some thoughts out there. So, first off, how long are we going to wait for some sort of action on these types of things? Digging into the details of it a little bit more, I think, there's definitely some common trends or things that seem to pop up more frequently than others. Such as, it seems to be that there is, the person or the people who are committing these shootings often, that show signs of, or more obviously have, some sort of mental illness. Now, how these guns keep winding up in the hands of mentally ill people, I don't know. I know there at least was a law that very much restricted things like that. I don't know if that's gotten repealed under the Trump administration. If so, shame on you, because that's not okay at all. Dangerous things in the hand of mentally ill people, not a good mix. But, in addition to that, another common thread that seems to be coming up is they're pretty much always with assault rifles, AR-15s especially. Okay, I know there are some states where buying such weapons is legal. I kind of don't understand that. What need do you have for an assault rifle? No. It's not even the best weapon for hunting. It's not the best weapon for carrying around conveniently to defend yourself. There's really, in my mind, no excuse for having an assault rifle as a weapon that's available for public access. So, I think, especially when it comes to mentally ill people and assault rifles, something needs to change where these people cannot get access to these types of weapons that are able to do such massive amounts of damage and cause so many casualties. But at the same time, my guess is there are kind of some shady deals going on, or something is happening behind closed doors where these people are not exactly getting these weapons by conventional means. Really they just kind of picked it up from a friend or a family member or somebody else. Yes, I realize I've said before in previous videos that if we get rid of these guns, then people are just going to find other weapons to do this stuff with. Yeah, I get that. But that doesn't excuse the access to such dangerous things. Plus, other weapons are a lot less dangerous. I doubt 17 people would have died if the dude came in with a baseball bat. There would have been some injuries, sure, but 17 people dead? No, not happening with a baseball bat. And so, I realize I'm in a state that has rather loose gun regulations and things like that compared to other states, and surprisingly enough, or maybe not surprisingly, depending on your perspective, there aren't as many mass shootings and things that happen here in the state of Texas as seem to be happening elsewhere. Maybe it's just because people know that at any given moment, somebody else could be there carrying a gun, but it's just ignoring all the other outside factors. The major point that I want to stress, that I have stressed, and I'm probably going to say at least one or two more times before the end of this video, is that there shouldn't be such easy access to such dangerous weapons, especially for mentally ill people. I don't see any kind of reason for it. I don't see any kind of reason why there should be public access to assault rifles, and then mentally ill people should not be able to access guns, period. They shouldn't be able to buy them from a store. Now, if they're, if somebody gets one from a friend, family member, acquaintance, somebody else who doesn't know they're mentally ill, or, if they get a hold of a weapon that isn't even legally theirs, then I understand stuff like that's going to happen. But if we limit the assault rifles in the first place, there's not as much damage that's going to be done with a handgun in all likelihood. And it's just, there's no excuse for this. We can't just let these things keep happening. Thoughts and prayers are not enough. I'm not going to say they're completely pointless, because I'm a Christian. I believe that, prayer is a powerful thing. But prayer alone, not being followed up with action, tends to do very, very little. So, again, something needs to happen here. Just especially, again, with mentally ill people and assault rifles. I know there are other instances and weapons that get used and other types of people that commit these crimes, but that seems to be far too common of a thread for us to just keep letting this happen. And there are very easy things that could be done to stop these two particular aspects. So, do something, somebody, please. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'm not going to ramble on anymore, because there's really no point to continuing this. So that's going to do it for this time around, I guess. Definitely leave some comments down below with your thoughts on solutions to this problem, or other factors that come into the discussion that have an influence on these things. Other weapons that commonly get used in mass shootings that should probably also be banned, or different things like that. I want this to be a discussion, not just me talking. So, leave comments down below. And you know what to do otherwise. I'm not going to bog you down with all those details. If you're looking for ways to keep up with me and interact with my videos, just look in the description. It's all right there. If anybody who happens to be, a family member or otherwise a victim of one of these mass shootings, and you're watching this video, I do, at the very least, hope and pray that, things get better for you. I pray that, something like this does not happen again. Certainly within your circle of influence. My prayer and my hope is that this doesn't happen at all. I know it's going to at some point, but part of the reason I wanted to make this video and have these particular talking points about it is to try and reduce the amount that this happens. So, I know thoughts and prayers aren't enough, but they don't exactly hurt the situation. So, my personal thoughts and prayers are with the victims of this shooting and others that have happened, will happen. It's not right. It's not fair. And I'm sorry to anyone that's out there that's grieving over losses as a result of these tragedies. Just know that there are people around you who care, who want to talk to you, who want to help you. So don't just, don't just implode and just try and rely totally on yourself in these situations. Like I said, there are people around to help, and even if those people fail you, you can always cast your cares on God. So that's all I've got to say for this. To the rest of you, I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully you have some thoughts, some input, some feedback on this video, these situations, and hopefully, maybe if we all come together, some kind of change will happen. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Stay cool, people.